everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing really well. Today's video is another baby update and it's Lawson's 11-month update, which means there's only one more of these to do, which makes me feel weird. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I think when he reaches 1, I think maybe I'll do like an 18-month one and like a 2-year, but I'm not going to continue to do them every month, I don't think, unless there's like massive developments, and then I might just update you in the vlogs or, you know, things like that. So yeah, it's his 11-month update. He is not here filming with me today because 1, it's a flipping nightmare. If you've seen his like decluttering of his wardrobe video, he's just on the go. And so it's a bit difficult to film with him, and also he's with his nana today, so I am like bulk filming and it's awesome. So yeah, let's start with feeding and I'll let you know how that's going. Basically, this month has been a really interesting one because we had Lawson's 10 to 12 month kind of visit with the health visitor and kind of see how he was doing, and you have to fill out this questionnaire about like all the things that they can do or can't yet do and things like that. So yeah, we went there, I'd filled in the questionnaire, and the majority of the things on there I ticked yes to because he can do them. There's a couple of things that I was just like, he can only do that sometimes, or he's not quite doing that yet. So, but like she was really happy with what she saw, and like it was, everything was fine. We got to talking about feeding, and I told her that this is one that I was struggling with because I just hadn't found any guidance on it on the internet. I just didn't feel like I knew what I was doing. I completely winged the whole weaning thing, like I just completely made it up. Like I just haven't got a clue really. And so she was like, how much milk is he having a day? And at that time he was having 24 ounces of formula a day. So he was having 4 6-ounce bottles, a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner and a night feed. And like straight off the cuff she was like, that's too much. Now, just a little disclaimer here, I'm not normally one for like just taking on what health visitors say. I'm normally one for using my mother's instinct kind of alongside it. And if I don't agree with what they're saying, I won't do it, because I think ultimately I know my baby best, and whatever my kind of gut mothering instinct is saying is what I will generally go with. However, on this occasion, I felt like she was right. And I knew he was having too much milk. I knew 24 ounces is way too much because he's also having 3 meals a day and snacks as well. And I just think, that is a lot of food. Like, kid loves his food. So yeah, she actually advised just to drop down to 14 ounces. She said at this age, that's kind of all they need, is 14 ounces. And you're aiming for a morning bottle as soon as they wake up, and then a bedtime bottle just before they go to sleep. So that meant cutting out for us the lunchtime bottle and his night feed. Oh my. So that's kind of what we've done, and actually we found that he's been okay with it. Like, he's actually been fine. He hasn't moaned or grumbled. It's taken a bit of sleep training, and I'll go on to that in a minute, to get him out of his night feed, but we've done it. He's not having it anymore, and we've just upped his solids so that we're making sure that he's having enough food, and obviously that he's not hungry. My main concern really with this is that she weighed him as well, and he's always been on the 25th centile, and he has just continued to follow that curve. He's exactly where he needs to be. And my only worry is that if with all of that food he was just maintaining his weight, if I cut down significant, like 10 ounces of milk, that's a significant amount, I'm just a bit worried that he might drop weight. But I'm being very careful, and I'm making sure that I'm really upping the solids now, and that he's having decent meals every single day. So yeah, I think it will be fine, and he seems fine in himself as well. His favourite foods right now are scrambled eggs. He absolutely loves those, and he will happily, if I mix 2 eggs together and scramble them, he will happily wolf that entire thing down. He also loves beans and cheese. We tried him on that last night, he loves it. And he also really loves buttery toast, and that's kind of his like go-to favourite meal as well. We recently bought him a new beaker as well, just because I'm aware that next month he's going to be transitioning onto cow's milk, and I didn't want to give him cow's milk out of that Tommy Tippy bloody beaker, like first beaker thing, because when he like flaps it around, it literally goes everywhere, and I just think what a waste of cow's milk. So yeah, we bought him a new Munchkin beaker, which he took a couple of weeks to learn how to use it because you have to suck from it, but he's happily using that now, he's fine with it, and yeah, I just think it's going to be a good solution for when he's on cow's milk. That's what we can put it into. Let's go on to sleeping then, because this month has seen, I think it's just very much been like a regression. Is there a 10-month regression? I feel like I've read somewhere that there's a 10-month regression, but we have definitely seen a difference in his sleep. Like, it's just been a nightmare where he's been waking up at sort of like 12:31 a.m. for his night feed previously, and it was just getting a bit ridiculous, and it was very obvious to us that he was habitually waking, that he actually wasn't hungry, but he just got in the habit of waking at you know, a certain time each night, and he just wanted cuddles and he wanted like the comfort of his bottle. He didn't actually need the milk that was in it. So yeah, we have decided this month to undergo some more sleep training. We did it when he was 8 months old as well, and then I think what happened, or what must have happened, is that we thought, oh great, he can self-settle now, so even if we cuddle him to sleep, it's all right because we know that he can self-settle. But he got used to us cuddling him to sleep then, and he's kind of like lost all of that skill, so we've had to do it again. Lesson learned. And he's doing really, really well with it. It was really tough at the beginning, just like last time. It took a good couple of hours of him really screaming it out. And we went in every 5 minutes and kind of reassured him and things like that. But yeah, but these days it takes like a couple of times or even one time to kind of settle him down and get himself off to sleep. So it's much, much better. And then even at night time, if he does wake up, then we leave him for 5 minutes as soon as he wakes up, and then go in. There's no eye contact. There's not even, like, I don't even talk to him. I feel horrible, but I literally just pick him up, put him back down, or I might change his nappy if I feel like it needs changing. I might give him some teething gel because he's teething at the moment as well, or I might give him just a little bit of water and put him back down to settle himself. So it's been working really, really well, and actually for about 8 nights now, I think he's gone without a night feed, he's self-settled, and he's slept through the entire night. So it's working and he's doing really, really well. So yeah, I'm really proud of him. It's horrible to have to kind of say and like take things away from him. I feel really bad, but I know that ultimately it's the best for him, so, and for us as well. If I get more sleep, I'm a better mum the next day. So yeah, it's better for everyone, I think. Nap times are really good as well at the moment. He's having a solid morning nap, and he's really extended that. It's normally more often than not 2 hours at the moment. He'll sleep for. Sometimes it will be 3, sometimes it will be 1.5. I mean, yesterday it was 45 minutes. So, but he has a cold, so that's why. But yeah, more often than not, he's sleeping for 2 hours in the morning, and then if we're out in the afternoon, he will either sleep in the car or the buggy, or yeah, just wherever we are basically. Or if we're at home, he'll have like another hour maybe in the afternoon. So yeah, his nap times are going really, really well as well. I can't really complain there. Developments then, we haven't really seen like kind of any new things as such from last month, but we have just noticed that he's just been getting a lot stronger. So he can stand up by himself now, only when he's holding on to something. I think that kind of distracts him. But if he's holding onto a toy with both hands, he can stand there unaided. But he can do it for a really long time now, so he's definitely got a lot stronger. And then even when he's pulling himself up on things, he's starting to not rely on those things as much. And so we just feel like he's getting a lot stronger. And even if he's pulling himself up on chairs, which used to be a nightmare because he used to really rely on them and almost pull them on top of himself, he's not really doing that anymore. So the amount of times that I'm having to say no Baba, no Baba is like reducing, which is so much better for me. I felt horrible. And as well this month that he's kind of calmed down a little bit. There was a point where if he came into our bed in the morning, it just wasn't safe because he was just trying to climb off like all the time. He's kind of just calmed down a little bit, and he's happy to kind of just sit with us and, like, I don't know, play with my hair or pull my nose ring or like something. But he has calmed down a lot this month, and he's also been a lot more clingy this month. I don't know whether that's because of the control crying thing. That makes me feel really bad, but he has been a lot more clingy, and he's been like kind of scrunching up our clothes and clinging onto our clothes and things like that. But it's quite nice actually, because sometimes when I'm sitting and playing with him, he'll leave all his toys and he'll just like crawl over to me and come and like give me a lovely snuggle, and it's just the cutest thing ever. Like, he's just getting to an age now where he's really liking cuddles with us, and it's just the best thing ever because it's been like 2 or 3 months since he's been like that. So yeah, it's a really nice feeling. Walking wise, the health visitor was like, oh, he'll be walking before he's 1. Part of me thinks yeah he will, but part of me thinks actually he's not ready, because I don't think he is ready right now. Like, sometimes we try and encourage him and we hold him. He can walk. If we hold him with one hand, he kind of takes a couple of steps. But the truth is, he's just not that interested, because he can get everywhere that he needs to go by crawling, and he's a good crawler, he's rapid. I just don't think he's that interested in trying walking just yet. Like, he kind of takes a couple of steps and then like he drops down to the floor and then crawls to where he needs to be. So yeah, I just think he's, I don't know, maybe a bit lazy with it and not really that interested. So I don't know, watch this space. We'll see whether he walks this month or not, I'm not sure. Lawson is still teething as well. He's still got 6 little teeth like he did in the last update, but he's still very, very much teething. So I'm kind of expecting the other bottom 2 to come very, very shortly, because he's constantly chewing. The dribble is like ridiculous, and yeah, he's definitely teething, I think, bless him. So yeah, that is how we're all doing at 11 months. I hope you found this update useful. If you've got a baby of a similar age, leave me a comment down below and let me know how your little one's doing as well, because I always love to hear about that. Give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you are not already. I would love to have you on my channel watching it. So yeah, I hope you're doing really well, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!